All right, mic check. Currently 9:57. I am finishing up my charting right now, just looking at the higher time frames, right, and getting a good idea of what price is telling me here. All right, I see price trying to build bullish structure here. All right, we're retesting some bearish areas up above, so I want to see how price responds. All right, we have about 2 minutes left in this current candle, current 30-minute candle. So I want to see how this candle closes, and then I'll start zooming down here to get an idea of what price is actually orchestrating here. None. So the one reaction I like here is, let's see here. We have, let's go to the hourly here. Okay, yeah. So this level right here seems to be holding as a down close candle on the hourly time frame, right? We pushed into very bullish territory. We have a daily imbalance here, a daily engulfing candle, maybe even a weekly imbalance. Yeah, so this candle right here was pretty strong. We're getting a nice rejection out of it. All right, so what I'm thinking is, can price find some sort of support here, sweep this previous weekly low, and start to go higher, right? But we would have to start breaking through a lot of bearish territory. So you got to be careful. I'm looking at this 30-minute rejection here where you get a nice wick off of this level, and then you get a nice 30-minute closure followed by more follow through. So this area right here from 9 to 9:30, I want to see what's in this area. So if I draw that up here from 9 to 9:30, 9 there, 9:30 here. What do you see in this window? You see that price found support off of this down close candle here, but there's also a lot more going on here. So you probably see like a higher time frame. Yeah, like I like this down close candle right here, or this one. They're both side by side. So this area right here is where all the bullishness started. If I go to the lower time frame, we should be able to pinpoint exactly where price found that support. All right, nice. We're getting some wicks lower. I would love to see price push back lower before going higher. However, we see price essentially break from about here. I would say this, yeah, this level right here looks appropriate. This 858, well, actually, no, it has to be after 9. So I would say, yeah, this down close candle right here gets my attention right here. We close above it slightly, retest it, fail to get back below it, and then we break, and then we retest again. Yeah, this is going to be where the bullish pressure was originated after filling in that higher time frame gap. 50%, we're back at a discount, and I wonder if price is showing any high volume here. All right, so the volume point of control is sitting at that 10 a.m. open. All right, I like this pullback here. So I'm going to start getting ready for a potential trade idea, because when I look, right, I'm looking at this area here as well. We have some bearish rejection here. This was a good rejection candle here. All right, let's see from what's happening right now. So we have a nice rejection wick from 9:30 to 10. Let's see if there's any bearish areas of interest up above. Oh, there's for sure some bearish structure right here. So this gap right here is not gap. This up close candle pushes higher, hits 2 a.m., breaks lower, hits it again, breaks lower, hits it a third time, breaks lower. That is beautiful. All right. So it all depends on how this new 30-minute candle opens here. Do we open lower, push back into here first, and then give us some sort of reversal to go higher? Or does price work its way up here first and then go lower? All right, 10 a.m. It looks like we're going lower first. So yeah, I'm expecting higher now. I'm looking to see, yeah, I'm expecting higher. This structure right here, if you notice, price put in a bunch of uh short-term lows. We're sweeping those lows now, pushing back into this level. Let's look at NASDAQ. Yeah, I like the buys. If we can start flipping these gaps here, I'll start looking for a buy. And let me actually check out this macro zone as well while we break down the NASDAQ. So NASDAQ looks pretty bullish. We broke through that bearish area of interest. It looks pretty strong compared to ES. I may end up buying NASDAQ. NASDAQ looks a little bit stronger, right? But here we are. Where would I want to see bullishness? I would want to see bullishness above this 10 a.m. candle here. So we got this strong closure. It's okay to open lower. I would want to see price get back above this close price and show strength to go higher. Something like that is what I would want to see. Climb above that red line, which is the closing price of this previous 30-minute candle, and show continuation above there. We got this bearish gap. So if price does end up like slamming underneath this 30-minute open here, closure, then that could be a sign for lower. Let's see. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, we're chilling. I want to go down to here, 930, to find that area of interest. Here we go, 930, 9 to 930, right? Yeah, 9 to 930. So from 9 a.m., you'll see some down close candles start to print. There they go. It's really more like this one. We broke and retest that one there. Drag this over. Make it yellow. That's basically like a golden zone there where price should return. And then if I'm looking at the lower time frame, we had this bearish rejection here. We got above it. So this candle here should have some bullish structure, 930. Let's see if we have any. Yeah, there we go. So we got some down close candles that are being retested and held. This is a beautiful area right here. Price is stabbing into it now. So let's see if price can start getting back above, like I said, this 10 a.m. price. And that'll open the door for higher. Let me go ahead and check a few things to make sure I'm on the right side. So 930, right? The first 15 minutes of this 930 candle should show you which one is stronger. Oh, they both look pretty strong. What do we take out here? We took out this high right here. Okay, so NASDAQ is stronger. So I will be looking to buy the NASDAQ today. Yeah, I'll be looking at the NASDAQ today for an entry. So yeah, this is pretty interesting here. I want to give price enough time to manipulate lower here, but it looks very bullish. All right. We got this 10 a.m. open lower. We drove. Let me go look at this actually. 30-minute chart will tell you a lot. So these opening prices, these closing prices here, this 930 candle closing price, I want to see price get back above it on both. And that should open the door for higher. Because right now we're getting that bearish divergence, right? We don't see much bullish divergence. Oh yeah, we do. We do have a bullish divergence down here. So we do have signs of resistance at the low and exhaustion. And then we also have that move higher. All right, so boom, 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 boom. I feel like I'm missing something. Hold on, let me look at my notes. But looking at it, yeah, I like these down close candles here. I'm looking for price to start climbing above down close candles. Here goes one here. We're climbing above here. All right. We filled in all these bearish gaps. So now if price tries to flip here, let me start drawing this up. I feel like this is just very, very straightforward here. I'm watching 10 a.m. Stop down below here. And then I'm just looking for, all right, let's go look at this. Where's that 8 a.m. high? Did we take it? All right, no, we haven't taken that 8 a.m. high yet. That'll be the first target. And then you have this level here, which should be hit as well. All right, there we go. Starting to see that selling pressure step up. But the cool thing is we hit 10 a.m. We're retesting 10 a.m. once again. All right. So this one's actually like, let's see here. Could price go bearish? If so, if this tries to go bearish, I like a 930 retest. But because of how early it is in this new 30-minute candle, I don't necessarily think price will want lower. But if I'm looking at the bearishness, right, just pay attention, right? We saw price hit here at 10 a.m. From 10 a.m., is there any bearish structure up here? We see from 9:30 to 10, we see this up close candle right here serving as resistance. Make this red. So there is some bearish pressure still. Right at the end of this 9:30 candle, you see at 9:51, you get that last up close candle. Price closes underneath it, and you see price right now rejecting it beautifully. All right. Honestly, I think I may short this if we can get a clean. I don't think we're gonna get a clean entry though. I'd rather let the shorts go. What I would want to see for a clean short, I would want to see. So look at 10 a.m. specifically. I guess we did tap into it, huh? But over here on ES at 10 a.m., we haven't tapped into this specific zone. So that's going to keep me on the sidelines here. Let's go look at the macro. Zoom in on this macro. Where is the 950? There we go. All right, so 950 opens up here. Pretty much opens inside of this bullish gap here. So this low, as I already have it marked out, this low should hold. We shouldn't see price get underneath this first yellow box. If it does, you want to see a strong reaction, meaning let's say it does get down in here, you want to see it get back up above it very quickly. That'll keep me bullish. If we get too comfortable underneath here, underneath 930, essentially that 930 price right here, we get too comfortable underneath here, then I'm definitely going to take it lower. I don't think it will get too comfortable down there. 950, 950. I don't know. ES looks pretty weak though. This, you could say this was a sell signal. It's just too late to be shorting it, if you ask me. This was a beautiful rejection. You get SMT off of this zone. NASDAQ doesn't quite look as weak, but ES gives you a nice retest of this 10 a.m. break structure. But I just like how we're still in bullish territory, right? I don't want to get offsides here. I think that 10 a.m. is opening lower, right? And then let me make sure I'm not missing anything here. Clean this up, clean this up. So yeah, we have this 2-hour low here in the 2-hour high, haven't been swept, right? So I like to use those as my immediate draws on liquidity. We know that for sure, at the very least, this 2-hour high should be taken out by the end of our session today. It may not push up to this high. It may not push to this low. Excuse me. But for sure, I would anticipate price to push towards either 8 a.m. high or 8 a.m. low. And when I look at structure, the high looks, where's the high at? 8 a.m. up here, right? Wait, what? That's crazy. It just took us to a whole new dimension. All right, so here we go. Yeah, so these highs right here, these highs would be the draw if price is bullish. When I look underneath it, these areas look very, very reasonable, right? And then when I look at the top, I'm like, has there been any real bearish deliveries? No, I just see accumulation, right? Up, 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 and accumulate. And there we go with more speed here, right? This is why you don't really want to be shorting in this area. You're going to see random spurts of bullishness. This is a higher time frame zone. Market opened up pretty bearish. What's crypto looking like? Crypto also pretty bearish. But as I mentioned, the market just opened. So you gotta give it some time to get itself together here. I would love to see an inversion here. Now that we're pushing into this bullish area, right? We're inside of this golden area, which is higher time frame resistance. I want to see price flip these bearish areas, start climbing back above 10 a.m. And then from there, it should be good. Boom, boom, boom. That should be the 30-minute target, right? Yeah, so my target would be here. Let me put this as my draw. Target. So yeah, this is gonna be my draw because we feel in this bearish gap, right? We know we're gonna get rejection. We already know that we should anticipate some sort of rejection out of this bearish gap. Now that we get that rejection, I want to see these levels hold. And then once this level holds, we should take this high. And once we take this high, we should push into the highs of this midnight candle here. That's my game plan. If the bullishness holds up. And that's why you have to be patient, because this entire bullish setup could get ran through. And you don't want to have to take a loss when you could have just waited, you know? Boom, boom, boom. Bearish. I didn't notice this level right here as well. So yeah, this is a very bearish area as well. All right, you see price barely tap into the gap here and give you a nice sell-off. Now we're pushing back to that level and you see even more bearish activity. This could be bearish. It all depends on how this candle ends up closing here, because it's starting to look pretty weak. 10:15, around 10:30, we should know whether this 30-minute candle is going to close bearish, or is it going to start leaving a decent wick, you know, and start pushing higher. So yeah, this actually looks pretty interesting right now. But I am prepared to trade the NASDAQ today. Oh no, where's my contract sheet at, bro? I lost my contract sheet. Oh, there it is. All right, let's take a look around YouTube, see what the other day traders are looking at so far. Who's online today? See, Lumi's online. Looks like everyone's chilling. Tanya's online. Yeah, we're chilling. There we go. There goes that inversion on the lower side right here. Oh, well, spoke too soon, huh? But it looks like price, if you ask me, right? Let's take a look at what's happening, right? We have a few things going on, and I still like the buys, right? So we have this bearish gap, right? This is the initial start of the move. Price fills in this bearish gap and it's failing to go lower, right? And then we create this bullish gap here instead and respect the bullish gap, right? So now when you see price respect this bullish gap, this is where I get all my structure from. I say, all right, if price was able to excuse me. Sorry. If price was able to respect this bullish gap here, which is a 730 candle, notice we respect the low, the open price, right? We break it and then we start respecting the closing price. So that's why I have these areas here as my point of interest. If we can maintain this support here, we've already filled in the bearish gaps above. So this becomes a trending type move where you see the same thing happen right here, where price pushes into bearish structure, pulls back, respects bullish structure, and then climbs to the next gap. So if we respect bullish structure here, I'm expecting price to climb to the next area of interest. Very, very simple, right? And I'm noticing these candles here, right? We have this down close candle, we have this up close candle. This down close candle can be used as support as long as, as well as this closing price for the bullish candle, right? So price could climb on top of this bearish candle, use it as support, or price could use this closing price from the bullish candle as support. And you can see it drive right back into this red line here and give a lot of volume. So this is a really clean area of interest. I would love to see price start to reject from this area, which it already has. Right now, it looks like it's just wasting time. All right, now see, now we're starting to get into some bearish territory. It all depends on how this candle closes on the higher time frame. We have 10 minutes left, right? If this candle can close with a nice body through this zone here, then I'll start thinking about this gap fill down here, right? I'll start thinking about lower. However, if price holds that area, I have no choice but to think higher. And this is just where patience is going to come in at, because you can see the battle going on here. I could see where ES is very bearish, right? We tap into this engulfing candle here. We tap into this massive bearish move and you see a nice wick off of it. That's a lot of selling pressure. It sends price right back into this bullish area. If this bullish area cannot hold up, guys, I don't think we're going to go higher. So this is important right now. I would love to see this. There we go. Nice. Yeah, I want to see this offer a nice flip. And I'm keeping my eye out for a divergence at these lows. Yeah. So notice this, right? Notice these lows were taken out here on ES and we didn't take them out on NASDAQ. That could be the start of our flip. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. This could be it right here. All right. Oh, don't run. Hold on. Let me get ready. What is it doing, kid? It's 10:20. Yeah, if this wants to take off, it could. 65 points. I may take this, guys, just because. Oh, kid, what are you doing? Is it going to leave without me? Let me get ready here. 65 points would be 5 micros. Perfect for 500 bucks. Let me just put in order here, man. Because at this point, bro, I'm just almost pretty much left behind here. 5. Boom, boom, boom. See if it pulls back. 10 a.m. price could be the next entry point. I don't want to enter that high, but it might try and leave without me, guys. Yeah, man. Unfortunately, we get the massive 1 minute candle. Hopefully we get like a random drop here so I can get filled. 25,309, 25,304 even. It sucks, bro. Because not only is it being weird, it's not even pulling back. Come on, give us a pullback, kid. 7 minutes left in this candle. I really don't want to see this high taken out, and there it goes. This is unfortunate, man, because it's gonna change the scope of the trade. These highs get taken out, price can pull back very aggressively. Oh, get out of here, man. These are the type of trades that make you just not want to trade. Like, bro, what is this, kid? What is this, man? It's like as soon as you think about buying it right here, it's gonna pull back all the way down here, and you're gonna be like, "Oh, I should have waited." So please just pull back right now, man. All right, there we go. That's not terrible. I might take that fill right there and sacrifice a few points. Yeah. Let's see. Come on, pull back some more. What price will this be? 23,333. But I can't cover the low with my stop. That's the only prop. There we go. Good job. All right, there we go. There we go. I'm gonna buy this here, just in case it runs. I'm gonna buy that there. And it's running. And it's running. And it's running. And it's running. And yeah. This is crazy, kid. This is absolutely crazy. Put my limit order up here. Instantly running here. ES somehow takes the lead, which is strange. Don't know how ES gets in front so fast. I would have preferred NASDAQ to be up this high, but you'll notice that there is a lot of room up above, right? Because ES would have to hit midnight for me to think that it's over with. Boom. Let me put a stop down here. I was able to get a good fill, a decent fill, not the best, but it's better than missing out on this trade. It seems like it's in a hurry. About 60 points or so underneath this previous weekly low. Good stop for me. All right, and here's where things get. I mean, at the same time, right, we saw price fail to go lower multiple times, so I shouldn't really be too concerned with price pulling back here. But I just don't understand why ES takes the lead. That's the scary part. So I'm going to actually look at ES here. Where are we? All right, hourly. Hourly chart. We're pushing into this 6 a.m. level. That's not good. I need to see a strong close above here. As we can see, the 6 a.m. price was used as support once. We slam underneath it, and now here's our first time touching it. So we're going to probably see some heavy rejection from here. I would love to see price just skip this and get up to 10 a.m., but I think I might be cooked there. Price has to pull back here, especially with ES pretending to be so strong right now. It just feels off, you know? I want to see speed through this level, or we're probably going to get some backlash from this 6 a.m. price. This level right here should, there we go. Come on. I want to see price hit here, and I may close out full once ES hits this 10 a.m. price, because we're bound to see some rejection, right? We're pushing into this bearish gap. We have some resistance levels, which it probably is going to end up, the more it rejects here, the more likely we're not even going to break this level before getting a deep pullback. That's one level. And then the 10 a.m. price, right? So it's important for price to get comfortable above this level. But keep in mind, we have not hit this level yet. This is our first time tapping into 6 a.m. So it could be a bit strange. Oh, but NASDAQ looks pretty solid. See if we get this follow through. Midnight price is right up above. Like I mentioned earlier, my draw would be 25,380. And we're pretty much there. Just looking for a solid follow through here. See if we get a random pop through these highs. All right, let's see here. So we did take out this 2-hour high first on ES somehow. Right here. Let me mark that off. All right. So once we take that out, what happens? All right. So cool. We took that high. We pulled back once. And now we're on top of that candle. I want to see price stay on top of this down close candle here. Right. Because that was price's first attempt to go lower. If we can stay above here, that's going to open the door for much, much higher. We get underneath here, then I may just take my small profits and wait for another entry to go in. But realistically speaking, it's 10:30. I would love to see price push into this midnight price here because I think we're going to see some rejection soon. But hopefully it doesn't come before we hit midnight price. I want to see price swing into this area and then pull back to go higher. Here we go. Yeah, we're just gonna have to deal with a pullback before TP, man, which is gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough, but see if we can get blessed with a tiny pullback on this 30-minute candle. All right, let's actually do this high drawings. Yeah, let's see if we can get a small wick on this 30-minute candle here and then a massive push on this 30-minute move. We're above it here on ES, bro. I just don't get how ES is so strong compared to NASDAQ right now. This is tough. Tough, man. Just pay attention to this open price here. This 10 a.m. open. You want to see both charts get above that previous 30-minute open, similar to what you see here. You want to see price maintain above that, and that's going to be really good for momentum. You'll see speed off of that level. Come on, ES is showing it. NASDAQ should follow here. Just don't hit 10 a.m. before we get up there. It's looking like we're probably gonna have ourselves a battle here. Somehow ES is the winner. ES would have cashed us out by now. Let's see, what time did we enter? I bought it here on this pullback. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Nice. There goes that pop. Come on, finish it. Hit this. This is tough, kid. But yeah, if we were buying ES somehow, which I wouldn't have, but at 1024, right here, 1024. This is tough, man. I kind of want to just cut this, but as long as ES can, like I said before, as long as ES can stay above. This is tough, bro, because why is ES like just so far ahead of us? We need to catch up. That way I can respond accordingly, right? If ES gets down in here, I don't want NASDAQ to be at break even by the time ES gets down to this level again. So I need NASDAQ to catch up, bro, so we need NASDAQ to get above this high right here. It seems like it's rejecting it, though. Come on, give us a strong close above. There we go. There we go. Nice. $500 locked in, and I'm going to take this on any pullback, guys. I'm out. So get ready for that. Hopefully we get a nice pop, but if not, oh, let's go. Let's go. I am going to be all out there. Let's go. Ooh, yeah. All right, cool. Midnight hit, drawing liquidity hit. I am out of here. 10:30. Can't beat that. Um, you just don't want to get greedy in this territory, right? There's certain levels that I want to see hit. And once those levels get hit, you could you could really give away your profits almost instantly. So I want to be quick on that. On that note, here I'll put my executions on, drop this in the chat. VIP, I was not able to type that up. Part of the mishap was I was hoping for price to pull back a little bit further, but as you guys saw, as soon as I clicked the button, it ran straight to TP for about 60 points there. So yeah, just gonna leave it there. Don't want to get too greedy today. If you guys are planning on trading for the rest of the afternoon, I would say keep your eyes on the basics, right? You have, let's take a look here at these. Where are my indicators? Oh, market session, right? We have these overnight highs. London high is the next level I would want to see hit, right? If we break through this bearish candle right here, the next high, obviously London high, and then you have session, and then you have Asia high, right? So those will be the next draws. I don't know if price is just gonna run to those levels, or are you gonna see that pullback, right? But excellent trade, excellent read on price, and as you can see, I wanted to buy above this 25,321. That's exactly what we get. We get our entry above, literally right at that line, right? So start paying attention to those types of things, and I'm sure you guys will make money in these markets somehow, some way. But yeah, that's it for me today. Trading on my prop firm accounts. If you guys want to know what the best prop firms are, here I'll drop a list for you guys. My favorite prop firms right now are going to be one, Trade Day, two, honestly, I would say Tradeify, because I'm strictly going off the concept of daily payouts. You don't want to get caught up in those stupid rules where you have to win 5 days to get a payout, because it's easy when you're on a hot streak, right? But the moment you go into like a cold streak, then it's tougher to get a payout and you're way more likely to blow that account. Um yeah, Tradeify, Trade Day, and boom boom boom. I made a list not too long ago here. Let me see. All right, there it is. So yeah, Trade Day, Tradeify. Top Step has to be up there, but actually I'll put Lucid in front of Top Step. So those are my top. No, I take that back. I take that back. Funded next. Funded next, number 3, and then 4/5 will be Top Step and Lucid. All right, so if you guys are really, really looking to take advantage of the prop firm space, I would recommend those companies there, because those you have the better chance of getting a payout. And yeah, that's it for me. I'm gonna wrap this up. 60 points on the Nasdaq. Don't be too greedy, and we'll catch you guys on the next stream. Here, let me do this. And if you were able to make money today on your prop accounts, go ahead, drop a like on the stream. Invite your friends to the next stream. And as always, God bless. Stay positive. Cool. All right, yeah, I'm gonna drop this in the chat here, and that's all for today. All right, cool. I'm out. Here's the link to the chat room. If you're not in the chat room, right? Go ahead, jump in the chat room. And yeah. I'm out of here. Enjoy your session. It's pretty early. It's very early. Wow, it's only 10:40. Kind of want to stay online, maybe trade my live account, but nah. It's probably gonna just keep trending higher. Yeah, I'm gonna take it for what it is, except that this is a beautiful, beautiful session. Don't want to get too involved in these markets, especially when it's this easy, right? So yeah, I'm out of here. Catch you guys tomorrow. Let me check the forecast for tomorrow real quick. See what time I want to stream. All right, so tomorrow Trump is supposed to be speaking at 8:30. There goes some alerts going off here. How are we so strong right now? All right, there goes TP number 2 for another 30 points to the Asia high. I'm sorry, London high. Beautiful. But tomorrow we have Trump speaking at 8:30. So thankfully that'll be over with by the time I get online. I'll probably stream around 9:45 again tomorrow. 9:50, 10 a.m., somewhere in that window. So I'll catch you guys then. Drop a like and see you guys tomorrow. Later.